Hi and Assalamualaikum to our panel. We are from Bachelor of Administrative Science AM228 and today we would like to present about the intention to engage in fitness activities among undergraduate students of UiTM Seremban during COVID-19. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Fikri bin Yusof with my partner Ahmad Fahmi bin Ahmad Fauzi. First, I will start with the research background for the research study. Presently, there is an increasing awareness in all education sectors. Fitness activity are important that contributes to a student's success. Fitness activity need to be adjusted by avoiding a crowded place due to global pandemic of COVID-19, and people attention place are no longer function as it used to be. According to Mahardika in 2013, students should be able to interpret clearer, judge wisely, and executing tasks better when they exercise regularly, with using their cognitive and brain function. Multiple proof also can be found about the positive health effect of regular fitness activities on bodies such as cardiovascular, healthy bones, and brain health. The research study aims to identify the factor influencing the intention to engage in fitness influenced by three determinants such as attitude, subjective norm, and perceived behavioral control. Next is the problem statement for this study. The study have shown that COVID-19 has given a huge impact in many sectors, especially education and sport industry. They need to change the way of exercise according to the current standard operating procedure (SOP) made by Majlis Keselamatan Negara (MKN). The other problem also related with the issue of obesity and overweight among students. Studies made by Suryani in 2014 have shown that many students is obese and overweight with serious health issues that raise the risk of disease such as cardiovascular disease and cancer. I will continue with the research question and research objective. The first research objective is to determine the pattern of fitness engagement intention among undergraduate students at UiTM Seremban. The second research objective is to examine the relationship between attitude, subjective norms, and perceived behavioral control with fitness engagement intention of UiTM Seremban. The last research objective is to identify the main determinant of the fitness engagement intention among undergraduate students to fitness activities. Next is the research question. The first research question is in the study is what is the pattern of fitness engagement intention among undergraduate students in fitness activities. Second research question is what is the relationship between attitude, subjective norms, and perceived behavioral control with fitness engagement intention among undergraduate students in fitness activities. Lastly is which variable that influence the most in fitness engagement intention. Now let's move on to the conceptual framework in the study. The conceptual framework as the 4 dependent variable in the study is fitness intention. According to Warburton, fitness intention refer to an act toward fitness activity to become fit and healthy. Fitness activities that have been done regularly able to provide the student with various types of health effect positively. As for independent variable is the combination of attitudes, subjective norms, and perceived behavioral control that influence the intention in fitness activity among students. Next is the hypothesis of this study. The first one is attitude. There is significant relationship between attitudes and intention to engage in fitness activities. This is based on past research made by Hill in 2016. The link between athletic achievement and personal fitness level necessity cultivating a good attitude about fitness that lead to a healthy lifestyle. Next, we move on to subjective norms. There is positive relation between subjective norms with the intention to engage in fitness activities. According to Cheng in 2014, subjective norms indirectly involve the exercise physical activity. The last part is perceived behavioral control. As a result, there is positive relationship between perceived behavioral control with the intention to engage in fitness activities. This is based on past study made by Cheng 2019. Individuals that believe in themselves on performing physical activity will have higher intention than those who do not believe. The main objective of this study is to determine the level of intent of UiTM Seremban undergraduate student. Secondly, is to examine the relationship between the variable with fitness intention. Lastly, is to identify the main determinant of theory planned behavior (TPB) that influence the fitness intention.
Hi, my name is Ahmad Fahmi bin Ahmad Fauzi and I will continue with the remaining of the presentation. Let's continue with the research methodology. The first part is research design. We have chosen to use quantitative method from a cross-sectional design. The reason is because the data acquired at one time could be used to answer all of the research questions. Next, the unit of analysis. It will be the undergraduate students from Faculty of Science, Administrative and Policy Studies (FSPPP), Faculty of Computer Science and Mathematics, FSKM, and Faculty of Sports Science and Recreation, FSR. Then, for the sample size, we managed to collect respondents from an amount of 178 respondents among undergraduate students from FSPPP, FSKM, and FSR. The fourth part, sampling technique. At the initial stage, the proposed probability sampling, namely the simple random sampling technique, is chosen. However, due to confidentiality issue, the researchers decide to use purposive and convenient sampling methods from the non-probability sampling technique via online platforms. The fifth part is the data measurement. Likert scale was applied in collecting the data, where the range will be from 1 as strongly disagree to 5 strongly agree. Next, the data collection. It consists of 5 sections, which are Section A, Respondents' Information, Section B, Fitness Intention of Undergraduate Students of Involvement in Fitness Activities, Section C, Attitude, and Section D, Subjective Norms, and last part is Section E, Perceived Behavioral Control. Next is the data analysis. 3 methods have been used to analyze the data, and they are the descriptive statistics, Pearson correlation, and multiple regression. Continue with demographic profile. At gender, there are 102 male respondents and the remaining 76 respondents are female. Their percentage is 57.3% for male respondents and 42.7% for female respondents. At age, 18.5% of respondents is aged at 18 to 20 years old, 74.7% is 21 to 23 years old, and 6.7% age 24 and above. At faculty, the FSPPP has the highest respondents with 60.1%, FSR at second place with 22.5%, and FSKM came last with 17.4%. Then, at the years of study, a total of 75.3% of respondents are final year students, and the remaining 24.7% is non-final year. At the current academic, degree students has the most with 79.2% compared to diploma students with only 20.8%. Next slide is about the main findings, where it will present about the objectives set by the researchers. The first objective is to determine the pattern of fitness engagement intention among undergraduate students of UiTM SEREMBAN 3. The analysis used is descriptive statistic. It is found that 84.8% of respondents answered yes when asked about whether they have intention to engage in fitness activities during COVID-19. As a result, the pattern obtained for this objective is 84.8% had intention to engage in fitness activities, while 15.2% had no intention at all. The second objective is to examine the relationship between attitude, subjective norms, and perceived behavioral control and fitness intention of UiTM SEREMBAN 3 undergraduate students. The Pearson correlation analysis was used to obtain its result. For attitude, R value is negative 0.814 with p-value is 0.000. For subjective norms, R value is 0.762, the p-value is 0.00. For perceived behavioral control, the R value is 0.772 and the p-value is 0.00. It is found that attitude, subjective norms, and perceived behavioral control all have relationships with fitness intention. Hence, all 3 H alternatives were accepted and their H null were rejected. The third objective is to identify the main determinant of fitness engagement intention among undergraduate students of UiTM SEREMBAN 3. The analysis used for this objective is multiple regression. It is found that attitude is the main determinant of fitness engagement intention among undergraduate students of UiTM SEREMBAN 3 when it possessed the highest beta value with 0.461 when compared to the other 2 independent variables. We move on to the research implication. There are 3 implications produced from this study, the first implication is it provides exercise manual for UiTM sports unit. The results obtained from this research would provide the management of UiTM Seremban 3 on the fitness encouragement activities of their undergraduate students post-COVID-19. This strategy is deemed important because maintaining physical health is essential to the holistic development of the students. This strategy could be manifested through exercise manual without equipment or in limited space. The second implication is it able to increase awareness on having healthy lifestyle amidst pandemic COVID-19. Tertiary education level students may gain the benefit on how to have a healthier lifestyle in the middle of the pandemic, which it restricts the presence of human interaction at public space. Gym, recreational park, and fitness center are all restricted to operate fully like the ordinary days, and this research might help the undergraduate students on having a healthier lifestyle while facing online distance learning at their home. Hence, the Students Affairs Department could champion in campaigning to the students in adopting a healthier lifestyle. This effort could increase their awareness of the importance of physical fitness. And the third one is it provides knowledge corpus on the practical contribution to Ministry of Education, Ministry of Youth and Sports, Hal Ehwal and Pelajar, and Sports Unit of UiTM. The factor of engaging in fitness activities of undergraduate students during COVID-19 of this research paper can be used as the model for the responsible organization for further reference, maybe on other factor of intentions of students, either undergraduate or high school students, but also at a time where movement restrictions were imposed at the time. Improvisation and enhanced efforts can be taken as well as the technologies are also improving in the future time. The data that taken from this research can benefit responsible organization to make further planning about students, specifically youth, to engage in fitness activities such as annual programs like the Fit Malaysia. Second last slide is the limitations and recommendations. The first limitation of this research is low response rate obtained. The response rate was 50% from the overall sampling size determined at the earlier stage of this research. In this method, the disadvantage of using online survey was a low response rate. Since the study had its targeted population, which was the students in UiTM Seremban 3, hence limited numbers of social media groups shared by the samples reached by the researchers. Besides, other loopholes in using online surveys is it did not capture the personalization value while distributing the questionnaires. The feeling of obligated to answer the survey did not exist compared to physical distribution among the potential respondents. The recommendation for this limitation is an online survey could be undertaken in tandem with the physical questionnaire distribution to enrich the response rate. The second limitation is the use of quantitative study. This research paper might lack of several interesting and distinct response, as it is done only by using the quantitative method. It is unable to provide answer on several important insights, such as why the students felt either any intention or no intention to fitness intention. It can be the student felt low intention but only yes and no answer choice is given. The attitude factor have the most significant and positive degree of relationship with their fitness intention, but what are the actual and real reasons on the answers given? These questions can be resolved at a better insight when the data is collected by using a combination of methods such as by having interview and observation on the sample size, rather than only depending on using the questionnaire as a tool. As a conclusion, this research aims to study the relationship between the factors of theory of planned behavior that influencing the intention to engage in fitness activities among undergraduate students of UiTM Seremban 3. It has been identified that element of attitude has highest levels of influence towards the fitness intention of undergraduate students' physical activities. There is also a significant and positive relationship between attitude, subjective norms, and perceived behavioral controls of UiTM Seremban 3 undergraduate students with the fitness intention. combination of quantitative and qualitative study could enhance the quality of the results obtained. So, that's all from us, and we thank you for listening. Stay at home and stay safe. Kita jaga kita. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.